Hey everybody. So I'm just gonna throw this out here because it's kind of something that needs to be said. There are honestly there are gonna be girls out there who don't always like you, who will sit there and talk crap on you until they're black and blue in the face. But honestly, who cares? Why would you care? Because if she's obviously wasting her breath on you, that means you're worth something, right? It means you're kind of up there, right? That's what I thought. And then there's not always gonna be that dude who is just all magical fairy princess or prince and princess dude. That's not always gonna happen. You are gonna have that occasional jerkhole who doesn't treat you right, and who doesn't talk to you right, and who thinks that they can just walk all over you like you're a freaking welcome mat and you're just gonna take it. No. And you know what? Forget those people. Because honestly, you're not put on this earth to please everybody. Honestly, I don't think you're not put on this earth to please anybody at all. If you're happy with yourself, then you're happy with yourself, and that's pretty much it. Who cares what all those haters say? Honestly, they got enough to say, and they can't say it to you, or they do say it to you, then you know what? Just be like, girl, your breath stinks. Get out of my face. And then just move on. Because, you know what? The less you show that you care about it, the situation, whatever it may be, the less they're going to bother you. Because they know that you don't care anymore. And honestly, it works. I've tried it, it works. And it's really funny, actually, because they get more angry whenever you don't care than they ever were whenever you did care. And then, girls, whenever it comes to guys, don't be pushy, don't be yelling, because then that's what turns the nice guy into a jerkhole. And there are nice guys out there. You just gotta find them, and you gotta look hard enough, and you have to be willing to give up the jerkholes to find the nice guy. And girls who say that every guy is like, a jerk, or there's no good guys out there, girls, y'all wrong. Honestly, you're wrong. Because there are guys out there. Honestly, I have found one. But I have lost him, honestly, because I feel I didn't treat him right. Like I probably should have. But you know what? He's out there. He's a nice guy. I found him, it's not impossible. It's not like there's only so many of them on the face of the planet. You just gotta think about it. And if you're sitting there saying all guys are jerks, why wouldn't nice guys want to date you anyway? They're like, oh, she just called me a jerk. Why would I want to be with her? So think about it, honestly. Really think about it. If there's that jerkhole that doesn't treat you right, that doesn't mean all the other guys are like that. And if there's that little beach who thinks she can talk about you and call you every name in the book, say whatever she wants, and you just sit there and let her do it, like you don't honestly care, she'll get over it. But not all girls are like that, honestly, because I'm not like that. I think it's a waste of my breath. But gotta think about it. There are gonna be people out there. Now that doesn't mean that you are everything they say, and that doesn't mean that you're anything near what they may call you or what they may say about you. That doesn't mean you may not do the things that they say you do. And ignoring them doesn't basically give up and say, hey, yeah, I did those things. It means, honestly, you're not worth my time if you're saying crap about me, because you're trying to put me down for like absolutely no reason. If there's a girl like that, leave her be. So she's obviously miserable by herself. So leave her by herself. And then if there's a guy out there that walks all over you like a welcome mat, honey, he ain't worth it. And if he did it once before, he's gonna do it again. So drop him and go find you a nice guy. You don't have to have the guy with, the six pack and the awesome muscles, because, those are usually the jerk holes. Understand the equation here? Yeah. So go out there and find you a nerdy little dude, because he's real nice to you. Treat you like a freaking princess. You know what? Just because he's not as hot as the jerkholes that you've been with, or like the sexy beast that's on the football team, instead you find this dude in like your science class or something, and he's not as hot, but not but ugly either, and he deserves to be noticed too. And maybe secretly he's been trying, and you just haven't been paying attention. So, the fact of girls saying that all guys are jerks is horribly wrong. And then the girls going and bagging on other girls, that's horribly wrong too. if you're one of those girls that do back on other girls, you need to find something else to do. Because hopefully they'll take my advice and stop caring. And if you're one of those girls that sits there and complains about it and gives it right back to them, honey, they're gonna keep doing it again and again and again because they know it bothers you, because they know that they get inside your head. They just know, because even if you give them the slightest dirty look, they're like, ooh, I just pissed her off. Yeah, that's what they like. You gotta think about it. Even the littlest things can be like, oh, hey, I can get in this girl's head anytime I want. And if you let them think that, then they're gonna keep trying. And you're just making yourself an easier target. So, you don't have to please the people who are impossible to please. You may try, but you're gonna be like a dog chasing your tail. You're not getting anywhere. They're not gonna change. And if they do, there's still gonna be that part of them that is exactly the same. And I really don't know what else to tell you besides that. You gotta believe in yourself before you have to expect anybody else to believe in you. And if you start to sit there and think about it and be like, oh, hey, maybe I am all those things, then people are gonna spread it even farther than just that little tiny clique of girls who think they're all that and don't like you. It's gonna go to the real people who matter. So, believe in yourself first. Forget the people who don't like you. Forget the dudes who don't treat you right. Forget all the people out there that aren't worth your time, because it's just a waste, honestly. You got better things to do than to sit there and care about people who don't care about you, who don't care what you think, and are going out of their way constantly to put you down. They're not worth your time. They're not worth the effort of crying about it or getting angry and saying stuff back. They're just not. And if you think they are, they're gonna become worth it, I guess, in your mind. Your mind's gonna think that they're worth it. But they're not. I promise you they're not. And there are people out there who will appreciate you for who you are and not expect you to be somebody else or just not rag on you like everybody else does. You just gotta think about it. Be yourself and be happy with yourself. And then everything will get better. I promise.